Hello there. Welcome to Breakfast All Day. How you guys doing? I'm Christy. That is Alonso. That is Matt. Up next for us is Happiest Season, available now on Hulu.
Hulu. Yeah.
Hulu. Alonso.
Who knew?
Two things that you love together. The Venn diagram is like a circle for Alonso here.
It's a Christmas movie. It's a gay movie. It's a combination gay and Christmas movie. So Kristen Stewart and Mackenzie Davis play a committed couple, and Mackenzie Davis invites Stewart home to spend the holidays with her family, but doesn't inform her until they're almost there. Oh, by the way, I'm not out to my family yet, and we need to pretend that you're straight also. And this is a shenanigans ensue kind of farce, but obviously the issue of the closet and of being having to hide your true self is more serious than that. And so this movie is kind of juggling a couple of different tones, but I think it does it pretty well. And I think it actually sort of, kind of in a way normalizes, issues of queerness by introducing them into the concept of not only a farce, but a Christmas farce. So we know that things are going to work out. I think this is a great cast. Some wonderful, like, A-list scene stealing from both Dan Levy and Aubrey Plaza. But Kristen Stewart doesn't get to play comedy nearly enough, and she's a delight in this. Mary Steenburgen and Alison Brie and Victor Garber, Mary Holland, who co-wrote the film with director Clea DuVall, all really terrific to watch and a lot of fun. I think this movie is great. I know I'm hearing complaints on both sides about it, that it's either, tries to tackle the stuff that's too serious, or, takes these things lightly, or I don't want to see another coming out narrative, but I don't go with that. I think it works. I like this film a lot. And
you are the arbiter of Christmas fun.
I because I say no. I mean,
he did literally write the book on Christmas.
He did. Yeah, I was totally charmed too. And I was smiling the whole way through, but it does also find that tricky balance of the substantive emotional moments in which these two women have to have real conversations with each other about the possibility of their future together. I did KPCC Film Week this past week, and the critic I was on with made some joke about, like, how do you look at Kristen Stewart and not know she's gay? And they make a joke about that that very thing that Dan Levy says, like, have they met a lesbian? But I think they do a good job of making the family, Mackenzie Davis's family, Victor Garber, Mary Steenburgen, and these two sisters who are like overachieving and constantly competitive with each other. They make them feel real, and they're in a small town, and the guy's running for mayor, and he throws in a line in his speech at this Christmas party about faith and family and freedom. And that may sound like an easy shorthand, but it very much tells you who he is and what their worldview is like. So I totally bought that they might be closed-minded enough to not be a possibility of this.
And we see them very, that lifestyle when they're talking about the Aubrey Plaza character who is out, and we later find out why she's out, being very like, tut-tutty about that. What I like also about the film is that because you have the Alison Brie character who has also been damaged in a different way by these parents, that this whole thing isn't just about Mackenzie Davis being cowardly or being, whatever, like, clearly this house has damaged a lot of people. and so, like, honesty is not necessarily a virtue there, because everybody's competing for mom and dad's love, and mom and dad's love is very conditional.
And yet they look very perfect and all-American from the outside. The house is this beautiful brick estate, and the mom, named Tipper, throws this incredible Christmas Eve party every year that she's very famous for. They're like super uber wasps. They have, dinner at the club. Matt, go ahead.
Yeah, I like this a lot, and there's a couple places that I think it starts to slow down, and I found myself a lot of times, like, the way Harper, Mackenzie Davis's character, is acting from time to time, it's like, what the hell, right? Like, she definitely seems, when you get to the point where Abby kind of like has had enough, you've kind of been waiting for that, right? Like, Jesus, what's going on here? And then Dan Levy, John comes in and kind of saves it, right? Like the speech that he has about coming out does put it in a lot of context. But up until then, it started to lose me a little bit. But that being said, there's a lot going on here. And, like the little asides that are in, when Mary Steenburgen's like, yeah, I took too much Ambien once and bought a racehorse. Like there's these little throwaway lines in this that are really, really funny. And I would absolutely, I definitely would love to see another script from Clea DuVall and Mary Holland. There's much more good than bad here. I do think it was a little weird casting that, like, some people have talked about casting Mackenzie Davis in this role and do people's sexualities define what they can play? And then it's like,
because they're not both gay in real life, you mean?
Well, but then it's like, well, shit, you got Garber playing the dad. Like,
exactly,
he's been out for a few years.
Nobody plays a homophobe like a gay man.
Right? No,
I totally forgot that he was gay. I forgot about that.
And Mackenzie Davis is a lesbian icon for life because of the San Junipero episode of Black Mirror.
Yeah, exactly.
She gets in with an
and they do have, Kristen Stewart and Mackenzie Davis have terrific chemistry. They are they're a really cute couple, and I would absolutely watch them in something. Look, if there's a sequel to this, right on. I'm totally, ultimately, like, my complaints with this are minor quibbles at best, like, just because it's some places starts to feel a little long, but this is a really fun movie, and it's lots of laughs, and it's got an emotional core to it. And and please cast Dan Levy in more stuff.
He's hilarious. He's always the same healer.
Yeah.
I like how there's a scene early on when Kristen Stewart and Mackenzie Davis are out, like, looking at Christmas lights and all that stuff, and they go to kiss, like they're having so much fun, they just like kiss spontaneously in the street. But Kristen Stewart's like 5'3", and Mackenzie Davis is like 5'10", so she has to lean against a wall, slouch against a wall.
I know, that's really cute.
To both get in the same shot. Like, I understand that feeling.
Right. And also, this is a great example of Chekhov's book editor.
There you go. Book agent. Yes, for sure. No, I'll tell you, when I wrote Have Yourself a Movie Little Christmas a decade or so ago, one of the things I said was, like, there is a real opening for LGBT Christmas movies. Like, there had even at that point, there had been a few indies. There was a movie called Make the Yuletide Gay, which has some plot similarities with this one. A handful of other ones, 24 Days. But, like, this is a movie from a major studio with big stars. And it's like, this is a real breakthrough. And so I'm very excited. I'm thrilled that it's good, because, like, I was excited that this movie even existed, but all year I was like, please be good, please be good, please be good. And I think it is what I hoped it would be. I would love to see a sequel with these characters, and I would love to see more queer filmmakers trying to kind of maybe like work in this sub genre, because I love it a lot.
And I shouldn't be surprised about this coming from Clea DuVall, but when she does comedy, like in Veep, like, she's always so straight laced, like, she's always so dry and so serious in what you see her in. So to see her do something that is this kind of screwball is a little surprising, right? And maybe it shouldn't be. Well,
this is her second film as a director. The first one was, I think, The Intervention is what it's called, which is really charming. And again, has a really fun ensemble of a lot of really great actors. Melody Linsky's in it. And so I think Natasha Lyonne. So if you like this movie, go back and check out her first movie. I think she's an interesting filmmaker. And I think she has a real skill for obviously working with actors, which a lot of actors who step behind the camera do. But I think comedic structure and things like that, I'm really fascinated to see where her career goes.
It was very charming. I was smiling the whole way through.
Yay.
So I'm saying 8.2.
I said 8.8.
I feel low at 8, but okay. Yeah, I won't make Christy do math. 8.
Thank you. So 8.3 is our number. It is playing now on Netflix.
Hulu.
So sorry.
Who knew?
It's playing now on Hulu.
Hulu. All right. So thanks for watching, everybody. Like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel where we'll give you more Charlie Brown Christmas singing. Follow us at BeFastAllDay on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and check out our Patreon page at patreon.com/BeFastAllDay. Currently recapping The Queen's Gambit and The Mandalorian, and we've got lots of fun stuff coming up for our subscribers, so check that out if you haven't already. Catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.